Hello and welcome to Rotted Reviews. And today it's cold, so I'm here in my slanket fulfilling a rotted request, this time coming from patron Jackie, who wanted me to watch and review the 2011 short film Junior. This is a short film that I was easily able to find on YouTube. It's about 20 minutes long, and it follows the character of Justine, or as she prefers to be called, Junior. Junior is a 13-year-old girl that is very much in her awkward stage. She has the braces, she has the poor hygiene. Some in society might call her an ugly duckling, and after a bout of what appeared to be the stomach flu, she undergoes a bit of a transformation. Now, I went into this completely blind. I didn't look up anything about the plot. I didn't look up anything about the filmmaker. Nothing whatsoever. I just watched the movie. And it's funny because watching it, it was kind of calling up some memories of some emotions rather than some actual, knowledge tidbits. It was something very familiar about it. And once I did look up information on it, it all clicked very much so. See, this was the first film that was written and directed by Julia Ducournau, who was the filmmaker behind Raw and Titane. And although not quite as impactful as either of those two, I will say that the imagery, the vibe, the atmosphere, everything about Junior really did kind of call back up a lot of those feelings that I had when watching those two movies. There was not only the surface level kind of body horror that was happening with the metamorphosis of Junior, but also a bit more of an analogous societal level horror mirror through which to view things in not just what she was going through, but also in the way that her friends and those that she hung around with changed when she changed. I tend to really enjoy horror short films, and I cast a little bit of a harsher judgment on feature-length movies that should have remained short. When you have nothing more than the concept itself, a short film works great. A short film doesn't need anything more than a concept. If you have a jump scare in mind and you want to turn that into a 5-minute YouTube fun time, or maybe even just as the basis of something that you have maybe a grander idea that you can turn into a feature length as you flesh out the story and the characters. And if you have something in the lore in your mind that you want to flesh out beyond the concept, but the concept can be the hook to get you there, that works great. And I do love just watching one horror short after another, one concept after another. But there's something else a bit remarkable when a short film can go even beyond a concept and actually integrate in some really interesting questions and narratives and so forth in that horror aspect of the nebulous terrors of characters and of society. And I think Junior was a great example of how that can work in just a 20-minute story. There's not, a 3-act beginning, middle, end, big old wraparound hero's journey, anything along those lines. This is following the character, it's going through the concepts, and it's pretty much sticking to its guns along those lines to tell the story in a bit of brevity, but it does tell a full story. And I think one of the things that makes it work so well was the performance of the lead character, Justine, played by Garance Marillier, who, by the way, was also in Raw and also in Titane, and also in both of those movies played a character named Justine. She seems to can't get away from the Julia Ducournau films, and she can't seem to get away from a Justine character. I don't know. It's an interesting little tidbit. On a time commitment level, this is a very short ask. It's a 20-minute free watch, and on that basis, on a paid basis, I would recommend it. But on a free basis, come on. As soon as this video is done, and yes, watch it all the way through to the end, but as soon as it's completely done, yeah, go ahead and kick on Junior. I thought it was a really interesting tale of showing not just the transition of a character, but also the transition of the world around her as she changes and finds all of a sudden some people more welcoming, some people more entitled. It really does ask a whole lot of questions, and it raises a whole lot of issues, and it does so in a very dense manner. And that's one of the things I love about short films. So yes, I do heartily recommend it. Please watch it as soon as you're done with this one. So thank you very much to Jackie for recommending Junior to me, and thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to support this channel, one of the best ways you can do that is to share it. If you have friends that are film lovers or horror film lovers, please let them know that I exist. That is the best way you can help. Anything beyond that, you can check out the Patreon. You can check out a super thanks, whatever. Subscribe if you want to. but share my stuff. Have a great day, everybody, and I will talk to you all later. Remember, next time you want to watch a horror movie, first make sure that it's good and rotted.